Show off. This one for my real good gal them. Yeah, 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 yeah. Glow up, glow up. Show off, show off.
So family, I hope all is well. I'm gonna say it again for like the 10th time, but it's been a minute. I'm trying to like post more than once every week because like I've been working and so busy and stuff, but hopefully I aim for like 2 to 3 times a week, hopefully. I have some new ideas and stuff coming up as well, so like you might see a couple of guests, more interviews, but everything is just coming into works and I've been behind the scenes like trying to do stuff. But yes, you guys are gonna see me more often because I need to like post more. I keep saying every time it's been a minute, but hopefully it's like the last time I say that. But anyways, today we're gonna do a video on overthinking, because who doesn't overthink, you know? And we're gonna get some tips on that, so hopefully it eases your mind, hopefully it makes sense, hopefully it touches your heart, your soul, your mind, yeah, something. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first one, I know a lot of people do not do this, but overthinking comes with a lot of stress, and a lot of stress could be put on the body. So one thing I would say is like do yoga. I do yoga all the time, like if I'm coming from work and it's been a hard day, or like there's a lot of stuff that's been on my mind all week, all month, whatever it is. Like I feel like just take a time to really close out everything, close out everybody, and just really get on a yoga mat, go outside. You don't even have to be outside. Don't even have to be on the yoga mat. You could just get a towel if you don't have one, or just do it on the floor. If your floor is clean enough, go ahead. Yeah, just do some yoga. If you don't know what you're doing, go on YouTube, put on a yoga video, and it'll give you some tutorials and stuff. That's what I do, and it really helps like you to control your breathing and bring you back to center, like aligns your mind, body, and soul just in one after a long day of overthinking or just a long day of stress. Because like I said, it could build up and potentially go onto your body, and then you have unnecessary backaches and all type of stuff that your body does not need. You know, your body goes through a lot already, so you might as well just take your time, relax, breathe, and do some yoga. It don't even have to be yoga. It could be stretches. It could be simple, like going to the gym, exercising, but do something physical to really get your mind off of stuff at that moment. No, it's not permanent, but if you keep on practicing that, or if you keep on exercising, then eventually like your mind and your body will start to release all the stress hormones that it was holding on to for God knows how long. You know, so yeah, yoga became my best friend. And as you can see, you know, I'm less stressed now, you know, got that glow a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it works out, you know. And if you're a male and you don't really do all that yoga stuff, then like I said, you could exercise and stuff, but do some stretches, like stretch out that back, stretch out them arms, stretch out that neck, stretch out them legs, something. Number 2 is become friends with your thoughts instead of running away from them. Like if something pops up in your head and like you're overthinking, like say you're overthinking about like a test or something, like oh my gosh, I'm gonna fail or whatever, you know, sit with those thoughts real quick and just ask yourself, like, why am I thinking those thoughts? You know, did I study enough? Did I not study enough? Did I not focus enough in class for me to be thinking like that? Like, why are these thoughts popping up? Like, start to question it. Start to really like, you know, start to really ask yourself, like, what is the source of this thoughts? And then, you know, become friends with it. Go in there and like literally have that thought in your head until like it goes away. It's the same concept of like, say you have a song stuck in your head for the longest and you have to play that song to get it out your head. Literally like sit with that thought for a second until it gets out your head. I really hope that makes sense. If you be like, you know, oh my gosh, I'm about to do so bad, I'm about to, you know, fail this test, I'm about to fuck up on this or whatever like that. Just really sit there with those thoughts. Like, you know, it's like having the good angel and the bad angel. Like, it's a balance and everything. So really combine the two of the good thoughts and the bad thoughts, and, you know, just don't run away from it. Because if you run away from it, then you eventually are really going to fail, you know? But if you really become friends with those thoughts and just let it come up and just really sit there and analyze, okay, I'm thinking this because, you know, I feel like I didn't study enough. But in actuality, you did study enough. So, you know, become friends with those thoughts. Like, okay, I feel like I'm gonna fail, but I'm gonna try my best anyways, you know? Like, stuff like that to really ease your mind. Same thing if, like, you know, you have like a big performance or something. Oh my gosh, I'm about to mess up on the moves or whatever. Become friends with that. Okay, I feel like I'm about to mess up on the moves, but let me try it anyways, you know? So it's like kind of debating those thoughts. Don't push it out, because it's not gonna really help with anything, you know? Like, if you're starting to overthink, don't automatically, you know, go to drugs or whatever. Like, really become friends with those thoughts. Even the saying too, like, keep your friends close but your enemy closer. The overthinking is your enemy. You want to keep that closer to really, like, you know, have an eye on it, really analyze it, and then eventually it will get better. And if you're not sure exactly what I'm talking about, or like you need a better example, I actually got that idea from this documentary on Netflix. I think it's called How the Mind Works. And this comedian, she was talking about how she used to have super like bad anxiety, right? But she became friends with the anxiety, and eventually like things really got better. So I'm gonna put the link in that if you need like more examples on how that should go. But yeah. Moral of that is, if you have like an overthinking thought of you're going to fail or things are going to go wrong, accept that thought and just be like, I'm going to try anyways. Because at the end of the day, nobody can't say you ain't tried. Nobody can't say that you didn't put your best effort forward. Nobody can't say that you let your overthinking thoughts stop you from this and that, because you made friends with it and you said that you were going to try regardless of whatever thought popped up in the back of your head. So another thing is breath work. Breath work, I feel like, is so important, because throughout the day we're going through so much stuff and we kind of don't regulate our breathing. Like, in a way, we either like breathe too fast during the day, and it kind of causes like an anxious feeling inside our body. But if we just really dial down, say like after a long day, we just sit there and just go and just really do that for a minute, and just really slow down your heart rate and just really sit there with your breathing, that could, number one, cause a natural high, because, you know, you're bringing more oxygen into your brain. And second, it really calms down your body, so it will really bring you to the present moment and be like, okay, what am I really feeling anxious for? You know, we do so much throughout the day that we kind of forget. Like, just take some time to really breathe, and that really, really helps. It clears your mind because you're breathing, you know, you're breathing in, holding in for a second, and then breathing it out, and you kind of just forget all the worries that you have. That one is my favorite. Like, every time I get into some type of situation that's kind of like stressing me out in the moment, I just tell myself, Jaya, just breathe. Like, you know, take that moment to breathe, count to 10, whatever the case may be, and it will really help you just calm down and bring you to the present moment. I know, like, to a lot of people, some of this stuff may sound like mediocre or dumb, but if you really, really, really try to do these things, especially the breathing and the yoga, like, you're not gonna regret it. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with trying, you know? Try it out, see how you like it. If you don't like it, then go on to another method. But most likely, you know, the breathing is gonna really, really help, because it slows down your heart rate. And when you are very anxious, your heart rate is like, you know, just really beating. So take time to breathe, focus, and yeah. Also, if you are overthinking a lot about a situation, start putting more positive thoughts into your mind. Like, look on the bright side of things. Like, you might be always looking at the negative. Like, mainly people think of the negative like when they're in like relationships and stuff. Like, okay, is this person gonna really like me? Am I really gonna get this job? I don't think I'm gonna do so great. I feel, sluggish right now. I feel like I'm not gonna try my best. But if you really turn that thought around and be like, okay, what if this person really does like me? What if I do get this job? And I know a lot of people, go into the mindset of, if you come into that situation already with the disappointment, then it will hurt less. But that's kind of manifesting a bad outcome for yourself, because you're already thinking of the bad. And trust me, I've had that same mindset in the past, but as soon as I started flipping that thought around and just be like, okay, let me think of the positive, then positive stuff actually did come from that. Even if it didn't go my way, everything happens for a reason. And I still went through that situation and still found the light side of it, because I was thinking positive the whole time. Even though things didn't go my way at all, I still found the light. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, That one can be really hard. All of these can be really hard because overthinking is a big thing to really overcome. I've been overthinking my whole entire life. I have strong Capricorn in me, and if you know, like, it's just a lot of overthinking. I've been overthinking since I came out the womb, but over the years, you have to really accept, number one, change is the most constant thing, number one. And change is, you have to get comfortable with that. Everything is not going to go your way. Everything is not going to be comfortable for you. Like, situations is not going to go your way at the end of the day, but there's a balance to everything. So, if something doesn't go your way and it seems so wrong, trust me, there's a light in that situation. There's something positive that came out that situation. You might not see it because you were thinking, negative about it, but if you go into that situation with a positive mindset, then I promise you, like, you're gonna find something good out of it. Like, I started switching my mindset and something negative will go so wrong, but it's like, okay, at least it prevented me from doing this and that. Say like a situation I had with my financial situation probably like a couple of days ago, and not gonna lie, like, it really took a toll on me, because it was like, damn, it took a hit on my financial situation. That's all I'm gonna say. But if it wasn't for that situation, then I would have probably gotten myself in another situation that would have, kind of been I'm like trying to give an example without putting my business out there, but it was kind of like, I'm glad that situation happened with my finances, because I probably would have been caught up in some other stuff that wasn't good for me either. So, there's a light in that, Like I said, everything is not going to go your way, but there's a light in everything. And at the end of the day, if you feel like you can't really find that light yourself, have God or the universe show you like where that light is. Always. And that also comes with, giving gratitude and always being in a gracious, thankful mindset. Because once you're in that as well, things are obviously going to go great for you, because you're already in that, mindset. Everything happens for a reason. I really don't really see the negative and stuff anymore, because at the end of the day, I kind of learned that balance is in everything. So it's just like, stuff, it's either stuff goes your way or it doesn't go your way, but it's nothing really negative, that was it. I hope that helped. Today is really not my day. It's the time of the month, and it might be TMI for whoever was like, she didn't have to say that, but I'm a woman, okay? It's life, but you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do too much. Thank you. Anyways, that was somebody in the back. Anyways, yeah, I hope that helped. I'm gonna put the link in the bio for the documentary. The next video, hopefully I start doing podcasts soon with like other guests and everything like that. That's in the works. Interviews are in the works as well, because you know a lot of people's schedules is all over the place, and my schedule is all over the place, and the holidays and festival is coming up and everything, so it's kind of hard to really get people and artists on board because there's so much events going on within the next month. So not even the next month, like literally next week, this week, next week, whatever, it's gonna get hectic. So I don't know when the next stuff is gonna come, but I'm gonna try to do more vlogs as well, because I know you guys want to see that and everything like that. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. And like I said, hopefully the next time you guys see me, it won't be a minute. Hopefully. And yeah.